What's going on, gamers? It's your boy Daily Tactics here, and today we are back with a Republic airstrip getting raided by a legion of droid commandos. Right now, there are about 100 or so droid commandos on the battlefield. They have 3 times as much health as the 65th Coruscant Guard defending, and they're also going to get some gunship support from the air. They've also got some flanking maneuvers here and over here, where they've managed to wiggle their way into better positions. The Republic is under the command of Commander Fox, and they have a whole lot of troopers garrisoning this airstrip that all of a sudden realized, holy crap, we are under attack. So they're not really in great defensive positions, but they are on retreat mode, so they can always fall back and establish better ones. Either way, this should be an awesome battle. If you guys enjoyed these videos, please be sure to smash that like button. It helps me out a ton. Subscribe if you have not already. We're trying to make our way to 500K, and comment down below if you'd like to see some more. Either way, let's get into it. What's up, gamers? I'm here to tell you about Instant Gaming. Instant Gaming is an amazing place where you can get some fire deals on all sorts of video games. Seriously, it's like 60 to 95% off, as you can see here. These are all of the Star Wars titles they have. They literally have every Star Wars title. You can also get XCOM here, Men of War Assault Squad 2. All of the games I play on the channel you can buy here for extremely cheap prices. If you use my affiliate link in the description, it helps me out a ton. So thank you guys for listening to this sponsorship, and thank you to Instant Gaming for continuing to sponsor the channel. Alright boys, before the battle actually begins, we are going to get one strafing run with this gunship to try and help out the Commando raid. This is the AV gunship, an older model, but should still be effective. Let's go ahead and do this run. Alright, missed all those shots, already got to reload. Actually, I think we got a kill. There we go, there's one more kill. Wow, this AP laser beam is not as effective as I thought. That's 3 kills. Oh, dear God. Okay, 4. Come on. We've only got a little bit more time. Reload. Nice. Okay. And that's all we get. Okay, rip, potato chip to that right there. We got 4 kills. Let's go ahead and start this battle and see if maybe the ground troopers can do a little bit better in this attack than our AV gunship run. That was more just for fun because people keep asking me to do more aerial assaults myself in this game. I tried. It's very difficult to control. They're also not that powerful, and they don't work that well during actual battles. But hey, we had fun. We had fun, boys. Either way, the commandos are going forward and yeetus deleting us. Many of these Republic scum. Right now, Commander Fox is in the front lines fighting, and he actually goes down very early. He's got 5 times as much health as your normal clone, so I'm actually very surprised he went down so quickly. That is kind of shocking. This one commando is going full Rambo right now and just walking into fire. Giga Chad status. I'm sure he'll be dead in about 5 minutes, so hey, that's cool too, man. Who really cares? More of the commandos over here, though, are getting behind some cover and actually being smart, unlike Rambo Commando over that way. Over here on the left flank, we've got a couple of commando droids going down from incoming Republic fire, but at the very least, these guys are going to distract some of the commando fire, Republic fire from their other commandos. We do have a bit of an explosion going on there. There are some Republic turrets, like this one right here is already dead, so rip to that. Over here, this 50 mil is alive and well. Then we've also got like some beam turrets. I don't see them now. Where did I put the beam turrets? Oh, there's a beam turret right there. Okay, so there are some beam turrets as well. The Republics were able to scramble some of their defenses once they saw the commandos going in. Either way, this first little airstrip area is completely dead with Commander Fox there, ambushed by these commando droids and just wiped off the face of the earth, or rather the face of Coruscant. Alright, more action on the front lines here. Has a lot of these commandos pinned down. The Republic resistance here, I think, was far greater than they anticipated when they went through with this raid, and the Republic is, of course, very, very adaptable. I don't know if the Coruscant Guard are known for their adaptability, I know, Rex's 501st and the 212th are pretty known for their adaptability, but at the very least, the Coruscant Guard, they got brains. They don't have wires and circuits. They can think for themselves and, create elaborate plans when in the thick of battle, and they're doing so just now. Looks like they have established a nice front line right along this edge, and they are retreating a few more soldiers further back as this front line takes more and more heat, sort of doing a little bit of a leapfrog backwards, keeping some troopers on the front to continue suppressive fire while others move backwards to establish thicker lines further on that can also hold out and withstand more commandos coming forward. Actually, the commandos right now taking extreme losses. Look at that. Yeah, they are getting crushed right now. Maybe if that darn pilot of the AV gunship had managed a couple more kills at the beginning of the battle, things might not be as dire right now for these commandos. But not to worry, there's still plenty more troopers over here. Also, how's the right flank doing? Wow, these guys have really done just about nothing this entire battle. I thought they'd maneuver around this way, maybe take refuge behind these boxes, but they've just hidden behind that crate. Not very helpful. The left side over here is taking a beating, I think, from the 50 mil. Ooh, also, this ended up getting remanned right there. That laser cannon can be seriously good for anti-infantry defenses, so that could be a major problem for these commando droids. Might be keeping them a little bit stuck over here. They are firing their E5 rifles out. The commandos don't just have E5 rifles, though. I tried to give them some variety. Look, there's a E5 Carabine right there. There we've got a bazooka droid, mainly to take care of the turrets. We gave out some bazookas. There should also be, some E5 attachment rifles, which are pretty cool. And there we go. I think these machine guns are called, are they E6s? Oh, Lord, I can't remember. Either way, that's a pretty powerful machine gun to wipe out plenty of droids in the future. So, not too shabby with that either. Why don't we go into full speed here as we really get things cooking. These droids right now are very pinned down, and the Republic is actually getting a little bit gutsier and choosing to push a counter-attack right now. They are moving like it's god-dang 1944 Battle of the Bulge in the Ardennes Forest. And we all know how that ended, so maybe this counterattack will result in a similar way, and the droids will be able to defeat the counterattack and then proceed forward as if nothing really happened. We'll just have to find out. Either way, droids are holding their own against this counterattack, and it's allowing for them to eliminate many, many more clone troopers coming forward here, and this method of counterattack is pretty foolhardy, I would say. They were having great results with their defense. They were doing a whole lot, and just counterattacking like this isn't really doing all that much for them. Although on this right flank, they are doing a little bit until that grenade went out, and then those clones really got toasted right there. So there you go. Massive losses on the right flank. Finally, these droids on the right are doing something on the battlefield, but the clones return with even more troopers and start to eliminate them. Remember that these commando droids have 3 times as many, as much health as the clone troopers on the battlefield. So it is kind of shocking to me that they're going down so easily. Yeah, they are really actually getting wrecked here, and this commando raid is not doing well in the slightest. Just a few droids over this way left alive. Let me go ahead and take control of 1 or 2 of them and see if we can't get a couple of kills. There we go. There's one. Okay, reload. No, we're down. Okay, wait, hold up. Take control. Take control. Come on. No. Oh, this guy's got a good rifle. He's got the carbine. Yeah, there we go. Oh, there's 1 kill. Oh, jeez. Oh, my glob. This is not good. Oh, God. I'm trying to help. I'm trying my darndest. All right, you know what? What about the bazooka? Yeet! Wait, fire it, fire it. Why wouldn't it fire? No! Oh, my God. Wow, this commando raid did not work out in the slightest. Holy smokes. I mean, clones definitely did take some serious losses, but the commando raiders ended up losing way more. Way more. Alright, that is going to be the official result for this battle, but why don't we go ahead and run it back since this is a shorter video and try and increase the attackers a little bit more. Alright, here we go. I have doubled the amount of commando droids on the battlefield here, and we're just gonna go full speed ahead with these guys. We're not messing around. No slow-mo this time around. Just the pure chaos of laggy frame rate as Commander Fox goes down for the second time. Commander Fox is having a real bad day for sure. No doubt at all. Either way, the Commando Droids are pushing forward at full speed ahead and driving back a lot of these 65th Coruscant guards yet again. In fact, the 65th is not establishing that defensive line right here that they did previously, rather moving even farther back over here. So perhaps the addition of just a few more Commando Droids is going to completely change the trajectory of this battle. The gunship blows up, taking with it a number of those droids, though, which is definitely a pretty staggering loss and a good little respite for the clone troopers, allowing them to set up this nice little corner defense right over here. This is just a firing squad obliterating commandos in the distance with their DC-15A/C fire right now. Of course, they have more guns than just those. They also have some DC-15Xs, DC-19s. They've got the whole Republic arsenal behind them, so that'll be pretty helpful as well. But the droids just continue coming, and they don't stop coming, baby. They are just plowing through these defenses like butter this time. It seems like maybe just a little bit more weight behind their pushes has helped out tremendously. Although on the right side over here, we do have some staggering losses for those commando droids, but that's not going to prevent them from continuing the push on forward. Now the clones are almost all the way back here in their initial defensive lines, and some of these guys on the corner over this way are backing up as well. The 50 mil is still alive and kicking. I'm not sure how effective it's being right now, though. These troopers all the way over here, it looks like they did take out that blaster right there that the clones were utilizing, and the rest of them should be able to come forward, and that'll be very helpful in flanking these guys just a little bit over here. Not too bad in the slightest. Oh, massive explosions. I think that is from the 50 mil, so it is doing some work, but the droids have pretty good defense over here from these little strange air vent structure type dealios, probably for the exhaust from the LAATs. You'd think in a galaxy far, far away, they'd be able to invent some type of, you know, carbon neutral exhaust port, but, or just no exhaust at all. But clearly, that has not happened. Clearly, they have not been environmentally conscious on Coruscant, considering the fact that there's just a whole lot of people shoved into a literal, like, planet city. Actually, that kind of has me wondering, does Coruscant, like, what was the original makeup of Coruscant? Obviously, it wasn't birthed as a city planet. Like, what was it originally like? Was it forest? Was it sand? Was it ice? I genuinely don't know. Is that, like, in the comics? Can someone answer me that in the comment section? Like, did the comics explain it, or, you know, some part of the extended universe explain how Coruscant came to be this sprawling planetary metropolis shindig that we have in episode 3 and episode 2 and episode 1? I'm very, very curious. I genuinely do not know. Either way, the 65th is still putting up a good defense at this point. They seem to have been able to stall out the droids from pushing too much farther too fast, which is going to be very, very helpful for them in the coming moments of this battle. If they can establish a good defensive position and keep these droids at bay for at least a little bit of time, they might be able to start withering them down to the point where the droids aren't able to do effective pushes anymore. However, this right flank is definitely of worry right now, because these guys on the right side are pushing forward a lot farther than the boys on the left, whether that's from the lack of a 50 mil on the right side or just less good defensive positions from the clones. The commando droids are pushing very, very hard over here on the right, and that could result in them wrapping over here and then being able to flank these guys over here, which would be a disaster for the clone trooper army at this point in time. Look at it, we got a bunch of soldiers all geared up right here, looking beautiful, looking gorgeous. This is sick, actually. I think this is what the first battle I imagined would be like, but the first battle was just crazy. So, you know, the clones just held on with a vice-like grip, and then in this second battle, I think we're getting the actual defense that I wanted to see. Sometimes, like in this instance, I don't always test the battles beforehand. A lot of the times I do when I want to make them like super even, but sometimes I'll have a concept like, oh, commando raid, and I just will not test the battle. I'll just leave it as is, and we will just see what happens in live time. You know what I'm saying? And I think that actually is really, really fun to do, mainly because, my reactions to the battle are completely genuine, you know? Like, I haven't seen what's happened yet, so when a shocking things happen, I'm actually shocked, you know what I'm saying? So that can always be like really nice and refreshing for me, especially because I end up seeing so many of these battles, beforehand, trying to even them out, trying to make them nice and, even and stuff like that, like having that kind of a thing where I don't know what's gonna happen just makes it more fun for me. So having this battle like that was fun, but then of course, what we're doing now is what I would do if I hadn't seen the battle yet, and that is like try and even things out with an adjustment of the number of troopers or the number of defense positions and things like that. Like, I'll delete entire defensive blocks. Like, say for example, like, this area was just too strong for the clones to hold. Like, the droids were able to like get up here, and then the clones just got destroyed because the droids held this position. I'll delete like half of the barricades here to open up some lines of fire and things like that. Another thing I might do is like, add another commando raid party like back here. Somehow they got into this area and now they're able to raid from back here too. I'll just like change up the storyline, change up positions, change up numbers and things like that, and it makes for a more even battle, but at the same time, then I basically know what's going to happen because I've played the battle a few times to find that balance. So it can be just a lot more fun for me, and I think a lot more fun for the viewers when I don't know what's happening either. I think it just kind of, it just makes it more interesting, if we're being completely honest. So, that's sort of where I'm coming from with that type of thing, but hey man, I still think it's a blast to do these battles either way. Men of War is one of those games where, like, even if you do have the battle completely planned out, down to a minute detail. Like, I've literally had it before where I was doing a battle and it was like a story battle for Rico's Brigade. Like, in Rico's Brigade, in order to develop the plot, I needed one entity to win the battle. So I go ahead and I plan this out, like, it's a 99.99999% chance that the clones end up winning, or whatever. And then, all of a sudden, I am thrown for a complete loop when, just out of the blue, the other side wins. And I'm just like, wait, what? How? Like, I planned this to a T. How on earth did they get away with that? That is absurd. So that does happen sometimes, where it's just like in Men of War, you can have like a Commander 55, for example. Commander 55 was one of those moments where it was like kind of crazy, because I did not expect the clone defense to hold that well, and then all of a sudden you have one clone trooper sniper who ends up getting 55 kills and completely changes the entire trajectory of the battle. And the battle is just completely different from that point on because of one clone trooper. And if that clone trooper hadn't managed to get 55 freaking kills with a DC-15X, the battle would have been a victory for the other side. Like, you never know with Men of War. You can have a good hunch as to what will happen, but you can never truly know. And I think that's really fun. This is just such a unique strategy game, like, in all instances, because the AI, while the AI can be frustrating and not very good a lot of the times, but you gotta give them props. Like, each individual soldier will be fighting based on his own brain. Sorry, I just hit the mic. It's not like Company of Heroes where, like, you have a squad of 5 and the squad of 5 is one brain. No, each individual soldier in this game has its own brain and is fighting according to its own plan, which is absolutely crazy to think about. Like, to have 1,000 soldiers, all of them with their own plan, their own brain, they all have multiple ways to fight. They can melee, they can throw grenades, they can use their blaster, they can use their secondary, they can run from grenades, they can retreat, they can push forward. It's not a hive mind, it's literally each soldier fighting for themselves. That's incredible. That is an incredible feat to be able to accomplish in a video game, which is honestly why Men of War Assault Squad 2, I think, is my all-time favorite strategy game. I mean, I've got some others, like, Total War games and, Mountain Blade that are up there, but Men of War is different, man. Men of War just hits different in the real-time strategy vein. Either way, despite the droids managing a very, very big push here, it is looking like they are going to go down in the depths of defeat yet again. We just have a very small holdout here. We can go ahead and fast forward as the last remaining clones push through. This clone defense, I think, is just so successful because of all that cover. You know, they've got good cover throughout the entire battlefield that just allows them to get those dubskis. So really fun battle. I hope you guys enjoyed. I certainly did enjoy. Please be sure to hit that like button if you did. Subscribe if you haven't already. And comment down below if you'd like to see some more in the future. Either way, guys, I will see you all in the next one. Peace.
I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.